What's happening? What it is. Today's message is about managing your money. This is extremely important. Managing your money is the hard line of your everyday life. How well you manage your money depends. It affects everything in your everyday life. You ever notice two people will be working the same job and make the same amount of money and be living two different kind of lives? That's why that's the case. A lot of people don't respect money. They don't take it serious. So they say stuff like, you only live once. They've been working all week. I deserve to go out. When people say that, that's a telltale sign that they shouldn't be going out at all. Because just something as basic as going out. Why you got to explain to somebody why you deserve to go out? Is mismanaging. But listen, I'm finna tell you some basic rules on how you budget your money. Now, this what I'm gonna tell you. This works if you got $100 or if you got $100,000. Like, it works the same. It's a universal. It's a universal plan that it. Now, this ain't gonna teach you how to get you some money. This what I'm about to tell you makes you be able to get more out of your money than you normally would. It'll go a lot further. Check this out. This what you do. Get like all of your bills that you have for the month. Add all of your bills up. So say you go to the grocery store every week. You add that times 4 to give you a monthly number of how often what you spend at the grocery store in a month. And the same thing with gas and everything else. You add everything. Don't forget nothing. You add up all of your bills, what you have monthly, what it costs you to live, your lights, gas, water, grocery, insurances, everything that you buy within a month's time. You add it up. When you get that number, look at how much you make a month, whether you get paid every week or every other week. If it's every week, you times it by 4. If it's every other week, you times it by 2. But you look at your monthly income. Whatever your monthly income is, if it's greater than all of your bills, then you shouldn't be struggling. But if you are, that's just mismanaging. And I'm going to show you how to get it on track. But once you do that, that's what I told you. When you do that, that's when you find out what your outgoing number is and what your incoming money getting is. That lets you know where you supposed to be. Like, if you struggling and you've been struggling check to check and isn't it always behind, and then you add your numbers up and you see your outgoing money is greater than what you got coming in, then you ain't gonna be able to help your struggle. Your struggle is real and it's gonna stay that way until you can figure out how to get this number over the other one. You got to get, whether you got to shave some off your bills or whatever you got to do, but you got to have your income being greater than your outcome. Now, say for argument's sake, your income is, and I'm just saying this ain't a real number. I'm gonna just say it's $2,500. We'll say $2,000. Say yo, all the money you get for the month, you getting $2,000, and your outgoing bills are $1,500. Then you have a potential to save $500, but that's not gonna happen because whoever he is, I know you're not disciplined. I know because the $1,500 that represents your minimum requirement for your household to stay running and functioning normally with no problem, with everybody having all the things they need. That's $500 minimum. Now, you are able to save $500, but you're not gonna save it. Why? Because it's stuff that's not in the everyday bill that you want to throw on there. It's gonna be some extras, like you want to buy some stuff for your kids. You want to go to the movies. You want to go out to eat. Like it's a bunch of little stuff. Like life happens. It's a lot of little stuff that keeps coming in. But you don't add that because since you don't need it, it ain't nothing that you got to pay for every month. That's not in your bills. But you try to put something to save in your budget. Try to do that. But anyway, long story short, when you do that and you know what your incoming and what your outgoing is, that is setting the stage right there and let you know where you supposed to be at. Now, it's up to you to discipline yourself, to go and get you some more and manage it the best you can. But just doing that will let you know, like right now, out of all the people that's struggling, there's a lot of people struggling, but if you do your numbers and you add your stuff up, you will see you shouldn't be struggling. It's so hard for a lot of people to keep track of their money because ever since they gave everybody all of these cards, the debit cards, this card, and people were saying stuff like, oh, I don't use cash and all that there. Now, by you not using cash and you use your card, it's harder for you to keep track of your money and what you're spending. Because every time you turn around, you swiping and wiping and doing everything you can. You doing everything but saving. And I'm going to tell you, saving is just as important as actually making the money. So if you work all year round and you ain't got nothing to show for it, yo, what you wouldn't have made the money for? Like, where's that? Like, imagine like you make whatever amounts of money, but you ain't got nothing to show for it. Is you a volunteer? Is that volunteer work you doing? Where's the fruits of your labor? Discipline is the main thing what the average person needs to just do better. Even if you make a lot of money. If you make a lot of money, you still need to be able to find something else to do. If you make $100 an hour, you need to set up your lemonade stand or do something. But we all agree that $100 an hour is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And with $100 an hour, you will be able to live the life of a surgeon or, what other rich people. You'll be able to live just like them. But here's the thing. If some kind of way you lose that job, you lose everything. Because those $100 an hour, they paying for your entire life. They're paying on the food you eat, the car you drive, the payments, the insurance, the house you live. They're paying for everything. So if you lose it, you lose everything. So it's important to never be comfortable, never be satisfied. Just always find you something to do, no matter how much money you got. The important part of that is not so much having a lot of money, but having money coming from a few different places. The few different places is more important than a lot from this one place. That's way more important. But anyway, once you do that, at least let you know where you stand at. Like, so say for instance, let me give you an example. Say for instance, you did your numbers and you've been struggling for years, but you make $2,000 and your bills is only $1,300. Why is you still struggling? Okay, I'm gonna tell you how you do that. Call because you know how, like everybody bills come sporadically. You might get some in the middle of the month, might get some in the end, might get some in the middle. But try to line all of your bills to come where you can pay them all on the first or on a certain day. So, but it's gonna be, it ain't hard. It's just gonna take some sitting down, looking at your pay schedule, and some coordinating. But basically, Imagine if you were able to organize your bill schedule till all of your bills are come at a certain time, but by the time they came, you've been and got paid twice, and you had the money to pay all your bills, and then so now for the rest of the month, like you got no bills coming, they just all paid. That is how you manage your money and how to stay on top of it and keep it from getting out of hand. The reason people ain't on top of their money because we take all this little stuff that you swipe, you take it for granted. I'm gonna go buy this magazine and these pair of shoes and all these other things, and you feel like that's only $3, it's only $4. By the time the end of the month came, you done did that about $300-400 worth because you've been doing it all month. But if you just stay focused on what you got and what you got going out, you can manage it better. Peace.